Hey everyone, it's Amy. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. Today I want to answer a question that we get a lot. It's probably one of the most frequent questions that people ask Ray or I or both of us. It's geared towards women, so if you're watching this, you can just close it down. The question is what to do when you're craving chocolate when you have the time of the month. First, I want to tell you a little story. Like 6 or 7 years ago, when Ray and I first started getting into health, I was craving chocolate. You know, as most of us do about that when we're having our period. And Ray was like, no, it's in your head. That's just the media. Everybody says women crave chocolate, so they think they can have chocolate at that time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm craving chocolate. It's not in my head. It's happening. I promise you. So it was funny. A couple of months later, he came across one of the people that we follow, David Wolf. He wrote this article, or it was in a book, I forget. But he basically wrote that chocolate has a lot of magnesium, and magnesium helps regulate the hormones in your body. As you guys know, your hormones go all out of whack when you're on your period, and your levels are usually low right before you get your period. So, hence your body craves chocolate because it has magnesium, and your body knows these things. You may not know these things, but your body's like, well, when we eat that, we get magnesium, so let's tell her to have chocolate. So there's a couple of things you can do to combat those cravings. One, you can actually take magnesium. If you guys are in the studio, you see the supplement that we have. It's magnesium. It comes it's a powder. You can make a drink out of it, or you can take a pill. My recommendation is to take it before you get your period. Don't wait until you actually have it. Do it like a week or two before. You can have it all the time, but if you're really trying to curb the cravings, definitely start having it right before you're going to get your period. And it may take a little bit because your levels may be so low that it's not going to work the first time. Just keep at it. It helps with sleep. I mean, it has a bunch of other benefits, so there's no downside to having it. Another thing is to actually get ahead of your cravings. So don't wait until you're craving chocolate, and you're craving it, and you're craving it, and you're like, no, I'm trying to be good, I'm trying to be good. Because what happens is you have this in your head. I mean, if you don't, some of you may be able to not give into the cravings, but you don't want to wait so long that you end up binging on chocolate, that you eat one of those big ass candy bars that are like in a novelty shop or something. So find a chocolate that is okay to eat. If you are friends with me on Facebook, you see that I'm eating those Lily's chocolate bars. Those are made with stevia, so they're perfect if you're trying to stay away from sugar. Also, Endangered Species is another chocolate bar brand that has a high percentage of cacao, so it doesn't have a lot of sugar, so it's perfect. And if you eat the whole bar, those actually don't have a lot of calories, and if you only do it once a month, it's not going to kill you, and it's better than you waiting, and then having like 5 Snickers bars, right? So another thing I do, I have hot chocolate. As most of you know, I am obsessed with hot chocolate. So I use that as my craving if I do have it. Also, making the chocolate chip cookies that I make. Lily's also makes chocolate chips. So you can buy a bag of those and, sneak a couple when you're craving it. And get ahead of the craving. If you get ahead of the craving, you'll cut it off so that you won't wait, and then you won't binge. So hope that answers your question. If you guys have any more questions, post below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Have a good night.